So we're still looking at the ceiling that I put in on the first floor. Let's grab this and pull it up a little bit higher and see what we did on the second floor. I know I have a question about whether I deleted too many ceilings in the one space, and sure enough, I have too many ceilings here. In this view, I don't want to see the roof, so we'll use that visibility graphics again, VG. I'll go over to roofs and say, don't show the roofs. There's my ceiling, and that was the question I had in the dressing room. Did I, in fact, take out, when I deleted the ceilings, did I delete too many? So I'll go back to my second floor ceiling plan, and I know that in the dressing room I didn't put a ceiling in. So I'll do that now. Ceiling, automatic. And let's go back to that 3D view. And now you can see that I have the ceiling placed. So the question is the ceiling at the right elevation? Because I wasn't paying attention over here. I get a little bit lazy. Because I know that it's real simple to fix it. So I'm going to go back to my second floor ceiling plan, and I'll take a look right through here, go to view, and I'll look at where my ceiling is placed, and look at that. It's placed exactly where I want it to be. So I'm real happy with that. So I have my second floor ceiling in everywhere that I want it to be. And so let's go back to the first floor plan and just take a picture of what, I'll change my crop region a little bit smaller here. And let's take a look. I want to put a camera in here because I want to take a look at what we did in the kitchen here. So we're going to put the camera over here, take a quick picture, and we'll look at it in realistic view. And you can see now that I have placed my ceiling, and you can see the ceiling up there now. If I were to render this right now, it would be very, very dark. And the reason is that I don't have any illumination in the ceiling. So the next thing we're going to do in the next video is actually start putting in some illumination, some lights in the ceiling here. So when I render this, I can actually see that, because there's not a lot of light source right now. So we're going to start putting in some ceiling fixtures. And I also like to put fixtures underneath the cabinet so that it lights the countertop. And I want to put a backsplash, and I haven't put the backsplashes in. So now I'm looking at my project and I'm just saying, well, what else do I need to do? What haven't I done that I need to do? And of course, there's plenty of things. I don't have any molding. I don't have any base molding, because when we put a base molding in here to hide the transition from the gypsum board to the floor, because it's not a clean look, and it's a messy connection. So we want to put some kind of a finished material on top of that, which would be our base molding, which would hide this transition between these two materials, because the connection isn't appealing. It's not aesthetically appealing. And I have a transition from the ceiling to the wall. That is possibly a fine transition. The gypsum board installer can make that a very clean connection, and we can live with that. But I like to put some moldings, crown moldings up at the ceiling location as well. So there's plenty of work left to do in this project, but we're starting to really get into a good place in terms of the materials and the components that we have there.